Welcome to our second video in this series of posing Paige. Learning to pose can take a while. It's not the easiest thing in the world to learn. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes persistence. It takes a little bit of coming out of your comfort zone. Each time you do a shoot, you'll be a little bit more experienced, you'll learn a bit more. Posing is the thing that takes the longest to learn, I've found, in people photography. Now, when I start off a shoot, even if I'm working with a reasonably experienced model, I like to start with sitting poses. Sitting on a chair, sitting on a stool, sitting on the floor, because people feel safer and more secure when they're touching something. It's a difficult thing for a model or anybody to stand out in the middle of the floor with nothing to hang on to and feel confident and comfortable and look good. So start with those sitting poses. Then work up, maybe leaning against a wall to do some shots. That wall's still there for the security. And do your standing poses a little bit later in the shoot. Now, because Paige is a little bit more experienced, I can do this a little bit earlier in the shoot. But still, think about that. The security of sitting down on the floor on a chair or leaning against something or holding a prop, if you work with props, which I don't very often, but that can make a difference as well. And not many people have a photograph with a black pole.
That's true. I don't have a photograph with a black pole. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just on that diagonal, yeah, that's it. Good. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That looks cool. Yeah. You feel silly? All right, stand it vertically and just hang on to it. Yep. Getting a bit more behind it and sort of look around the edge, the side of it, yeah. Probably the other way because the light will be off the face, yeah. That's it. Good. Bring the bottom of it over here, yeah, that's it. Turn to look up the shed there. Yeah, good. Now, I'm not perfect at any aspect of photography. I'm still learning. And I love learning, and that's why I'm still doing photography, because I learn new stuff every day. One thing I have learned over the years is that that person in front of the camera is the most important person in the room. Don't go around thinking that you're the one who's doing all this stuff, you're the one who's in control, so you're the one who's most important. That person in front of the camera is the most important, and he or she needs to be treated well. They need to be treated with respect. They need to be treated in a fun way. They need to be spoken to in a way that's going to encourage them and to make them feel good about themselves. That's the major thing I want you to get out of these posing videos, is to treat the person in front of the camera with respect. Because this goes to that trust thing, that she or he needs to trust you to be able to do the right thing. They're trusting you to make them look as good as possible.
Grapes in hand, looking up. Endless wine fills our cup. Draped in fine, couldn't close. All his hair, skin brown. Music
Okay, could you do some kneeling down ones, please?
I had the same idea.
That's good. Okay, knees apart, yep. Again, that arrogant sort of look straight towards me, and then we'll do some smiley ones. Yeah. Great, yeah. Good. Yep, play with your hair. Great. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Maybe sit down on your heels. Yeah. Yeah, good. That's it. Now, of course, any sort of posing conversation needs to take lighting into account as well, because we tend to pose people depending on the lighting that we're using in our shot. If we're lighting someone from the right-hand side, then we tend to turn their face that way, so that we get that short lighting. Now, this is a big generalization, doesn't always happen, but lighting is a consideration. You need to think about the lighting that you're using, and the poses that you are directing your client or your model into will work in respect to that lighting. You're going to get a few corkers, you're going to get a few bad ones. It just goes with the territory. No one shoots 100% great shots, but do that posing, do that directing in regards to where your light is, and so that that light's going to be working on your subject's face and their body the way that you want it to. Of course, the poses should relate to the intended outcome of the photo shoot. Different age groups would be posed in different ways. Different styles of photography would be posed in different ways. We wouldn't pose someone for a headshot the same as we would for a boudoir shot. So we need to relate that into our posing as well. But the client knows that. The client knows they've come for a particular style of image, so that's what we work with. Okay, do that thing with your hair you just did again.
My hair?
Yeah, you both hands out like that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, good. Great. Yeah. Okay. All right, standing up again. What if we do a sort of like a spinny sort of thing? Just turn away from me and then do a half spin back.
Cool.
Yep. Okay.
Like a hair flicking, like...
Yeah, that's okay. Good. When you're ready. Yeah, but we might need to do it the opposite way.
Yeah.
Because that's where the light's coming from. Yeah. Okay, ready, set, go. Yeah, good. Like that. We'll do a few just to make sure we get one that's going to be perfect.
Yep.
When you're ready. Yep. Yeah, that's good. And the last one. That one was a good one. So we'll do one more for insurance. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. All right, that'll do that outfit, I think.
Yep.
What was the other one? I'll just go and grab some things and just whatever you come out in will be fine. Cool. Shoes if you think it needs shoes. No, if you're not.
Grapes in hand, looking up. Endless wine fills our cup. Draped in fine, couldn't close. Oil's hair, skin brown.
Generally speaking, poses should be comfortable. As I said in a previous video, I often ask a client to wriggle around a little bit so that their body settles into that pose that I've directed them into. If a pose is comfortable, then it's going to come through in their eyes. If a pose is uncomfortable, it's going to come through in their eyes. Don't hold a pose for too long because that's going to start to feel a bit stiff and a bit unnatural, particularly if they're posing on a hard surface. If you want your client to look away from the camera, don't just say look to the left or look to the right, because chances are they're going to go like this or like that. If you want them to look up, they're going to go like that. It's just not going to work. Give them something to look at. Hold your hand up next to the camera and say, just look at my hand here. That way you can directly control where that eye line is going to be. And it's so much easier for you to do that. If you can just hold something up, hold a hand up to say, look at my hand. That way you can move your hand around to change the eye line of the subject. Okay, that looks spectacular.
Yeah.
Okay. What if we crouch you down, maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking that and maybe like a stool.
Yeah, that one?
Do like, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Grab one there.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why it was there. I was going to use it last time, but I forgot. Okay, yeah, great. That's it. Yep. Turn that face a little bit more. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, terrific. Stay there. I'm just going to move in for a close-up. Yep. Yeah, good. Couple of smileys. Yeah, that's it. Good. Yep. What if can you mesh your hair up a bit with your hands, and I'll shoot as you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Good. Yeah. Great. This hand hard down in the middle and front. Yep. Yeah, great. Love that. Stay there. Just turn your face to the light a little bit. Yep. Good. Eyes to me. Yep. Yeah, that looks great, Paige. Yep. Push that hand over again, but keep that hair out of your eye if you can. Yep. Now, some basic posing when we're shooting female subjects as well. When we're doing full length shots, generally the aim is to show the curves in her figure as much as possible. So narrowing those knees is going to make a big difference. Narrowing the knees accentuates the shape up in her hips. Turning her shoulders one way can also narrow her waist if we want to. Now, I know this is very politically incorrect, but ultimately we're trying to make our clients look as good as possible. So these things have to be discussed. Pointing toes makes a difference as well. It tightens up her calves, makes her legs look a little bit longer. Creating some space between her arms and her waist, again, is going to help with those curves to show that narrowing of the waist. It's going to make her look a little bit slimmer than having those arms down close to her body. There are lots of tips about these posing techniques that you can learn online from various sources. I'm going to do a lot more videos in the future about posing and posing tips for both females, for families, for men, for children, all sorts of people. So look out for those in the future. Yeah, okay. Yep. Now smiles. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. That looks really good. All right. What if we just do a few more things with the stool? Maybe, can you kick this leg out?
Yeah.
Just that one out. That one down there, I like that. No, just that one pointed down the bottom like you were before. So move across on it. So that's touching on the ground. Yep. And this, rather than bending this one, can you have it straight out? Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's good. Tension on both hands here, and turn your face towards the light a little bit. Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah,
Is
terrific.
it going to be like a full straight leg, or like a moving, sort of having fun leg?
Well, we'll do a bit of both, but I think the straight one looks good.
Cool.
I love it because it looks a bit different. Yeah. Okay. Good. Can you shuffle to the side so this toe's sort of bent on the ground?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Good. Yeah, great. Yep. Once you're looking up a bit, yeah. Yeah. That's it. Great. Now smiley, yeah, good. Stay there, I'll move in a bit closer. So your feet don't matter now. That's good. Yep. Can you tilt that head on the other side? Yep. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Fantastic. That looks really good. I love that top. That's really
It's
excellent.
new. It's my first time shooting this.
Ah, okay, well, that's good. It's my privilege.
Yeah.
Grapes in hand, looking up. Endless wine fills our cup. Draped in fine, couldn't close. Oil's hair, skin brown. Music play, the fist begin. Fills the air, steps quicken. Rhythm beats, high fresco. Glory note between these walls.
And if you have any comments about what you've learned in this video or in this series of videos, please comment below. Be it good, bad, whatever, indifferent. Get in there and comment, and please subscribe if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out.